There is a substantial risk of loss associated with trading forex, binary options, stocks, or equities, collectively, asset classes. Only risk capital should be used for trading. Trading in any asset classes is not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. No representation is being made that investors will make profits, or will not sustain losses. Before trading in any asset classes, investors should consult with their professional broker, financial advisor, or financial consultant to determine whether trading asset classes is appropriate. Investors who trade in any asset classes should only do so if the capital used for this purpose represents funds that an investor can afford to lose without adversely impacting the investor's lifestyle. No trading strategy or methodology is without risk of loss. No trading strategy is risk-free, and no trading strategy can guarantee profits or freedom from losses. Investors risk losing the cost to execute any transaction, including associated commissions or fees. You should carefully consider whether trading in any asset class is appropriate for you in light of your investment experience and financial resources. Any trading decisions you make are solely your responsibility and at your own risk. None of the statements or materials in the Auvoria Prime chat rooms constitute a solicitation or recommendation to buy or sell.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Developer Insights call for Thursday. All right, every Monday at 6 Eastern, every Thursday at 3 Eastern. Just want to get on here and talk to you guys about Arrow Market Maker or Red Light, Green Light. All right. Who here, I guess I recognize most of the names on here. Who here has any questions about other products, need help getting set up? The main question, who needs help getting set up? Anybody new? I know I got one guy that needs help. He's getting ready to get on right now. All right, anybody got any questions? General questions? That's somebody new coming in. Check the chat. Oil been smooth. Got bit a little bit today, but I'm profitable for the week. Profit from approval going well. In profit on the account. I already have another one already approved, but it's a small approval, so got to figure out how to disseminate that one because it's only a small approval. No insight on red light, green light EA, other than looking at potential, looking for a potential, what's the word? Looking for a potential release next month. Yeah, well, it's pretty smooth. We can go look at it if you guys want to. Give me a second. Let me pull up my charts here. We'll go take a look at oil. Let's take a look at oil. Oil been smooth selling. Look at that sell off. Look at that sell off. I got in here. I knew it was selling. I just got in at the wrong point earlier today, so I stopped trading it. Got in the US 30, made my money back. You see red light, green light was telling you it's a sell. You had a one candle strategy entry right here. You had a bounce, arrow go, and then the next candle was the red light, green light entry. A little too much pullback. Just the 15. Let's go down to the lower time frame, see if we get a better entry. Oh yeah, beautiful setup. I already know that was Asia low right there. Broke Asia low, came back in once, came back in twice, came back in 3 times, bounced off and gave you a bounce arrow go. Oh man. After it broke Asia low, 168 pips. All right. That's the key. All right. We'll talk about a new setup today, new game for you guys here. All right. Whenever you have a break of structure, all right. And what is structure? What we know right here is structure is Asia session. All right. This is Asia session. All right. Price broke below Asia session. When that happens, you want to wait for what? You wait for the pullback. And when you wait for what? You wait for price to then give a continuation in that trend with what? With either arrow or a what? Or a red light, green light entry. You had here entry right here, one candle, bounce, arrow go, and then a red light, green light sell entry. That first drop right there, 84 pips. All right. If he held it, he was only down 10 pips max. And that one right there, total drop, 245 pips. All right. And you know it wants to go lower because look, it broke Asia low here. Then guess what it did? Then it broke that low right there. So it broke that low, pulled back again, then finally dropped. And look, when it broke this low right there, what did it do? Drop, pull back, and then dropped again. That's all price does over and over again. That's where you get this right here, when they always talk about it. That look right there, this right here is the pullback. So whenever you get a break of structure, you need to wait for that pullback. And you look to get in on that pullback. All right? Look to get in on the pullback. So oil was a little choppy today. I got in this. I got in this area right here. Not much of a loss. I got stuck right in here, thinking it was ready to go back down. And it was. It just didn't go down further. I wasn't expecting it to pull back higher. And these moves don't look much, but man, oil is a mover. It's the 5-minute. And that pullback right there is 95 pips. That's a 95 pip pullback. On Forex pairs, it's like 15 pips. But it's oil. That's 95 pips on oil. So a little much. So I got right there. I just wasn't expecting to pull back that much. It's all good. All good in the neighborhood. I knew the direction. I just got to wait on the entry. So I'm new to oil. Been training for about 3 weeks now. So we'll get it down. We'll get it down. All that matters is we'll get it down. It's nice and smooth. All right. I see we have a few that join. Can you drop that small prop from approval to this small group? Not at the moment. We're still trying to figure out how to drop that period. So we'll let you know. Now I don't know what's up with those US 39s. They playing games. They're playing games, not really trending like they should be, but it's all good. Right now, for market maker, like I told everybody, I'm only running German 30 on the new prop firm that we're doing the test of. I've got 9 wins, 2 losses on German 30, and all my other losses come from US 30. We're not running NAS because this broker doesn't allow the NEX. It is not recognized by market maker yet. But NAS is a bit choppy too. So right now I've stopped and I'm only running German 30. It's been the best performing, and I'm gonna let that thing keep on running. August is a bad month for trading, I heard from someone. Well, Josh, I don't know if you've been on the calls, man. We're profitable. So on all my live trade calls, we're profitable. We lost on Monday, got our money back, and then some yesterday. Last week, we did 2,700 pips. At last count, we're up almost 5,000 pips for the month. So not really sure who you heard was a bad month. August is a bad month to trade. QB Stu, another Arrow educator, he flipped a $500 account to 70,000. So is it really a bad month to trade, or is it a bad month for those who don't really know how to trade? Yeah, it's tough month to trade. I will say it's a little choppy this month, but man, we're profitable, man. So somebody made a comment to me last night about certain people not trading as hard, and I pushed back on them like, man, them certain people might need to come jump on my call and learn how to trade, or QB Stu's call. Like I said, we're up almost 5,000 pips for the month, and he flipped a $500 account to over 70,000. So obviously, something's working. So Vantage has changed. So you won't see the same type of results that Vantage used to have. Vantage, from what I just found out, is that they changed their quote times. So now Vantage is actually doing very well with NAS and mainly US 30. They've had a very good month of US 30, few NAS trades. I mean German 30 trades or DAX trades, but mainly US 30. Somebody yesterday had a 9% day with US 30. So US 30 is doing real well, for Vantage. So they've made the change, and that's good. They've changed their quote times. Again, as I told people, is that whatever broker you're using for market maker, if they have more than 20 hours, preferably 23 hours worth of trading time, so the quote time is 23 hours, which means that DAX, US 30, or NASDAQ will trade for 23 hours. That means there's 23 hours of data available for market maker. The more hours of data available, the better market maker runs. All right, that's what it comes down to. The more, the better. All right. So that's why Vantage all of a sudden is now starting to do very well. They've got significantly more data. Anybody have any more questions? Need help getting set up? Oh, somebody's showing their screen here. Check the chat real quick. I was running on ACAP. Running well. German 30 is doing very well. Doing real well. So did 1.4% today in profit on the account. Just there's no, the cool thing about this, let me go to the whiteboard here. I'm gonna show you why we really like this prop firm. All right, give me 1 second here. Let me get the whiteboard out. so I can show it to you guys. All right, here we go. All right. And the one we got the other automatic approval on, you know, has the same rules. All right. So we'll go off of a 100K account, right? So 100K account, 100K. All right, 100K account. All right, first thing is live money. When you get funded, they have real money. All right. Therefore, it's all about the best systems for them. All right, next. There's only one phase. That's it. You don't have to have two phases. All right, on that phase, no time limit. So it takes you 45 days to get funded. It takes you 45 days, but there's no rush. So now, as you guys know, more people freak out because you got 30 days. And so that last week, if they're not near their goal, they start over leveraging and trying to force the system they're using, their strategy, the EA, whatever, to make more money to pass. There's no time limit with this platform. One phase, no time limit. All right, so I'm gonna talk about the pros, and then we'll talk about the cons. There are a couple cons. All right. So from a con standpoint, they're a little more expensive. This $750 account. All right, and then also they have a trailing drawdown. Meaning what? Meaning that let's say you get to 102,000. Oh, actually, hold on. Drawdown is max 5%. That's the max. So that is a con versus the 10% you're used to. Now, the way this trailing drawdown works is, let's say you get to 102,000. Well, that means that your drawdown, which used to be 95, is now 97K. It moves up with you. All right. And then once you get up to 105K, then drawdown, 105K, drawdown stops at 100K at break even, which means that if you go back down to break even, you lose. So once you get to 105, once you get up 5%, whether you get a 100K account or not, once you're up 5%, your max drawdown stops, or sorry, your trailing drawdown stops at break even. So you can't go back down to break even. So that means that when you actually withdraw money, you have to make sure you leave some money in there. You can't withdraw at all. Otherwise, you will violate your account. All right. So live money, one phase, no time limit. Oh, another con versus everybody else is they only pay out 75%. 75% payout. Still not bad, but 75% payout. All right. So for me, even though there's more cons than pros, these pros for me are great because again, you don't have to feel rushed. So from one phase and no time limit, you get to, put a point. Think about it. On a regular one, you're stressed out and freaking out because you got, for the most part, 60 days. You get 30 days to pass phase one, 60 days to pass phase two. So that's 90 days. This one here, you only got one phase. No time limit. You're in there. All right. The other one that we got the approval on, it's a small approval. They've only allowed, and what's the small approval mean? Means that we can only allow people to sign up for $2 million worth. That's it, 2 mil worth of accounts. So once the $2 million worth of accounts are filled up, nobody else can join and use Market Maker. They will only allow us to let $2 million of accounts be used for Market Maker. But that's it. So this is the second one here. But the first one, they're talking about allowing us to open it up to the whole company. And they know we've got thousands of customers. So this first one right here, we're going through, they're letting us do a little bit more. This one with 2 million, they actually pay out 80% instead of 75, but they've got all the other rules in place. And they are a little cheaper. 100K account, I believe, was 500. So a little better, a little better. All right. Both of those platforms, both of those prop firms are on 8-cap broker. So that's good. For the prop firms, we'll see. I've thought about it. We will see. We will see. Most likely I will, but we'll see. I agree, Josh. I agree. All right. Yeah, you do appreciate it more. Consistency. So, kind of the strategy is, letting the software get about 20% in profit. That way you can start taking out 10% each month. That way you keep a 10% buffer. And so after you take out that first 10%, or once you get over 10%, you can start taking out, at least my strategy would be, once I get over 10%, then I am going to withdraw all profits above 10% and keep a buffer of between like 5 and 10%. Really 10%, I'll take my time, but keep a buffer of at least 10%. That way I can, what do you call it? That way, from a 10% standpoint, that way I always have 10% of a buffer. So if I do go backwards, it's fine. I don't lose any, but I only take profits above 10%. That way I keep my buffer in there and I don't ever come close to violating the actual account itself and losing it. And I will keep a buffer in there. Plus with 10%, the EA is going to compound, so it's going to trade higher anyway, allow me to compound a little faster. And if you already got, you can make more with 110K than you can with just 100K. Not much more, but hey, every little bit helps. So that is the game plan with that one. And that's kind of what we're teaching everybody to do the same thing. All right. So I see people haven't got on that need to get on. All right. Yeah, no problem, no problem, no problem. Anybody have any questions? None? All right, guys. Well, guess we'll end the call. And if you're going to continue to trade, I've got a question here. Hey, there's the man I'm looking for. That strategy, you don't have a software for. You have, last time we talked, you only have Market Maker, right? You don't have those the other strategy. That was for red light, green light, and arrow. So those are the other two products. I think you need, Mr. Thomas, you need help getting set up with the, switching your accounts, right? All right, good deal. So what you want to do here, we'll share accounts. Actually, let me go into my other. Let me check this VPS. Let me go to another VPS. Oh yeah, we can go to the same one. That's fine. All right. Give me a second here. Pull this back up. All right, so you can see here, I'm in my IMG live account here. All right, and then I got an NV demo account here. All right, and so what I want to do here is, if you want to add a new account, you got to go file. So if it's a new broker, a whole new broker, I think you said you got FCMO and you want to use a different broker. You want to go file, open an account. You want to come in here and type in the name, scroll down until you see add new broker here, hit the plus sign. Let's type in Juno Markets. We're typing Juno. All right, type in Juno. Let this bar go all the way out because you got to hit the word scan next. Come on, come on, come on. All right, so we type in Juno, you hit scan. It'll bring that up. Where is it at? HIJ, so it'll be after ICHI. There we go, there's Juno Markets now. So I'll type, and then you go from there. And then you look at your email that they sent you. Do you have a demo account for Juno Markets or do you have a live account? Let's say it's a live account. You select live, you hit next, you select existing trade account, and then you go ahead and type in your login, which is your account number and your password. So when you're adding a new account, you got to go through the file, open an account. All right, man, you can't follow through VPS. What you need to do is you need to watch the Zoom call so you can see. You can't follow along if you're not seeing what I'm doing. If you're in a bad storm, man, concentrate on the storm so you don't have an accident, man. And I will just get together another time. All right, if you park, let me know if you can see the Zoom. Let me know if you can see the screen. Let me know when you can see the screen. All right, you need to go file, open an account. You hit the little plus sign that says add new broker. Hit that plus sign there, type in the name of your broker. After you do that, hit the word scan. Then select the server of your broker and log in like normal, like you normally do. All right, let me know how that goes. That should get you squared away. Logging in like normal only works when you logged in on that broker before. When you log it in to another MT4 for the first time, you got to go through file, open an account every time you want to add a new broker. It's a pain, it's a hassle sometimes, but you know, that's the way it goes. Anybody else needing help or have any questions? No problem. Anybody else have any more questions? All right, guys, with that being said, if you're going to continue to trade today, make sure to trade responsibly. And I'll see you guys in the funny papers. Thanks.